Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. Happy 4th of July weekend if you celebrate here in the United States. And I hope everybody's doing well. And this is a Sunday live stream. This is just a hangout show. It is going to be Q&A style. We can talk about anything you guys want. And, you never know what's going to happen on the show. So anyway, thanks everybody for being here. I really appreciate it. And again, hopefully you all have a very safe holiday weekend if you do in fact celebrate. I do want to go on a little earlier today because I always hear from a lot of collectors that say, hey, Chris, it's middle of the night whenever you guys do rogues. We get to miss the show every single week. So hopefully some of you are able to watch the show. Maybe you hadn't seen it before. So anyway, I do want to say hello to everybody. And again, as we filter in, if you guys have questions or comments or if there are things you guys want to talk about, we will do that. So let's do it. Jonas Overman's in the house. Happy 4th of July, fellas. Stay safe. You as well. Thank you very much, Jonas. Final reach 100 subs myself. Hey, Chris, did you like Robin's character as a kid? I talk a lot about on the channel that I don't always love the character of Robin, and I didn't probably mind him as much as a kid. But I just always felt like, I don't know. Always felt like he kind of got in the way a little bit. And I just didn't like the colors of his costume. It didn't make sense to me, but neither did the bright blue Batman either. What's up? It's Lahir. I'm not sure if I say that right from the Facebook group. So thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. Hopefully I didn't butcher your name there. Borg Cube 1 of 2, another Brotherhood member. Thank you. And again, thank you guys so very much. Not only for our members, and thank you guys for sticking with me over the last couple months of YouTube problems, but I also want to thank each and every one of you for all of the amazing birthday wishes this week. That was absolutely incredible. Thank you for that. There were so many people that did super chats on the birthday bash show. So again, thank you guys so very much for helping support the channel like that. You guys are all incredible. And again, just thank you guys so very much. Don't ever feel like you need to do stuff like that. But again, thank you very much. Dylan Hicks, Serious Lug, is here in the house. Hello to you. Amazing outdoor photographer. Agent 37, good afternoon. Dennis Perez in the house. Hey, Chris, happy late birthday. Keep collecting. Thank you very much. I appreciate the birthday wishes. Thank you. This music, I have it to make you guys jump. I want you guys to, get pumped up and energized. Austin T in the house. Have you pre-ordered the Robin King yet? As of right now, I have not. I spent the weekend, at least the early part of the weekend at the lake with my family. And the Wi-Fi out there, the reception is really, really bad. And so I'm a little bit out of the loop. So I didn't want to order anything while I was out there, just in case it didn't go through. It was actually my friend Dan Dufault, who really thought that Robin King piece will go really, really well with the Sideshow Batman Who Laughs. And I have him right over there, kind of in his temporary house. But there's Batman Who Laughs right there. And, he made the comment that, hey, it would look really cool next to the Robin King. And I thought, well, okay, that might sell it for me because I really like the Robin King a lot. I have no connection to that character whatsoever. I have not been reading that at all. But I just love the art, and I think it's really creepy looking. So that might be a way to have a Robin in my collection without being annoyed by it. You know what I mean? Daniel C. Hey guys, happy 4th of July from a British friend. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Hope all is well in the UK. Hope everybody is staying safe this weekend. Arthur Alvarez, what's up, you guys? Happy Sunday to you all. Hope you're doing great. Arthur, thanks for being here. Another Brotherhood member. Thank you very much. Den is in the house. Good afternoon, everybody. And by the way, some people have asked over the time, they're like, hey, Chris, they'll message me and say, what is the membership, guys? What is that join button? So the join button is simply, you get that membership tag right there. It'll say how long you've been a member, and that changes over time. You also get little BSC emojis, little, tags. You also get early access to most of my videos, not all of them, but most of them. And there's also other perks like producer credit in the description and things like that, and bat boxes. So that is what that join button means. If anybody's ever interested, that's what that is. And it's just, again, a way to support the channel. So thank you guys. Hero Fi says, good evening from Finland. That's awesome. Again, I was hoping we'd have an international audience because, again, I know it's really a bad timing sometimes with the later shows here in the United States. Happy 4th of July weekend to you. Another Brotherhood of the Bat member right here, the Namek. Thank you again for your support and for being here. Ben Workman in the house. Hey, how's it going, Ben? Anyone take part in the Sideshow sale yet? Well, I could tell you one person that did. Jeff Delaney over at Secret Sanctuary. He lives about an hour from Sideshow, very, very close to Sideshow, and he took advantage of that, and he got the Harley Quinn life-size bust, which had me considering all weekend if I should add that and, maybe add her next to the Batman or next to this Joker right here, which was my original plan, but then I decided to cancel her at the last second. So should I get that Harley bust? But if you haven't done so, please, after this show, please make sure you go and check out Secret Sanctuary and check out that Harley Quinn bust review. I have not even had a chance to watch it yet because, again, I had no really good Wi-Fi. So once the show is over, I'm going to watch it. Daniel, it's 1 a.m. for me, but I am powering through to watch this. Hey, thank you very much, Daniel. I appreciate it. Well, hopefully it's a little bit earlier than your normal time you might tune in. Thank you. Brian L. is in the house. Happy day to you. Happy Sunday. Daniel Creek says, hey, buddy, sorry I've been away for a while. So glad to be back in the chat. Hey, Daniel, we're really never apologize, guys. Never apologize. You just showing up from time to time, or if you watch the videos from time to time, that is awesome. That's just amazing. So again, Daniel, don't ever apologize. Bat Beast, another Brotherhood member. Thank you very much. Happy 4th to you as well. Thank you for being here. Hope you're doing well. Oh my gosh. Speaking of this guy right here, I was literally just talking about you.
Oh, here I am. And here she is.
And here she is. That's awesome. So I was just saying that, like, somebody said, is anybody taking advantage of the Sideshow deal? And I said that guy right there, Jeff Delaney, and I just said after the show, you need to go check out your review.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
So should we do like a little early spoiler? Like, what do you think of her?
Oh, she's awesome. Yeah, it's funny because I mentioned in the review that I've never had a life-size bust before. I've seen them in San Diego and other places, but I've never had one in the sanctuary next to my pieces. And so when I opened up the box, it was a little bit of a shock.
Yeah,
because it's big.
And she's not only a big bust, but she's a big bust. Like, she is tall.
Yeah, she's 28.5 inches. And it's kind of cool because, as you can tell, she's kind of looking up. So she's one of those rare pieces that you can put on a low shelf and she looks totally fine. And yeah, I'm really happy with her. It's kind of exciting, actually.
Well, that is awesome. I got to change my background. I realized I had Rogues Gallery Live on it. So let's do something a little different. So since this is your first bust in your collection,
mm-hmm.
Do you feel like she overpowers the collection? Do you feel like she is maybe the first of more than just one that might enter the sanctuary? What do you think?
Well, I have that Vision bust on order.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about that.
That'll probably be August or September. And I think he's a little shorter than she is. And he's looking down. So her upwards, super happy smile will really contrast with his looking down, kind of morose frown.
Yeah.
Overpower, it's hard to say because right now I've got her on the bottom shelf of the garage unit next to my 1/3 Thor. And so he's kind of an outlier in the collection too, because I only have 2 1/3 pieces and the other one is Spock. And Spock is quite a bit smaller than Thor. So I'm not sure if she's going to stay there. I like her enough that I might put her in a more prominent position, like on my little corner table over here or something. Yep. Yeah, she's definitely different because I'm very much quarter scale at the moment, except for those 2 1/3. But I like her enough that I don't really care. I'm going to keep her around.
Do you think I should get her?
Yeah, for sure. I would encourage anyone to get her. I think it's a crazy good deal, especially with the discount this weekend. Like I said in my review, and I think I said it in our private chat, I was going to wait till San Diego to see her in person and then decide. And then Sideshow came up with this 10% off for 4th of July weekend. And I was like, it'd be kind of dumb not to do it now.
How much was shipping on her?
$63.
So not too bad.
But I'm so close.
I was going to say, I bet I would be probably more like 80.
Yeah,
maybe.
Probably. So that would be your 10% discount.
Yeah, pretty much. That's awesome. That's awesome.
What are you up to today?
Well, I just got in from the lake. So we just got home. The family, one lock stayed in the lake with my mother-in-law.
Yeah.
And my wife and Ledger went to a golf tournament in Wichita.
Cool.
So I'm just hanging out. I'm hanging out. So I thought I'd do a live stream.
Very good. Sounds like a good idea.
So not too bad. I'm just saying hello to everybody. Inferno 18, Chris, when was the last time you were clean shaven? For me, it's been 22 years. Oh my God. I bet it's been at least 20 years. I used to just do the goatee, but my wife likes a beard. So I kind of do a short beard on the side, but yeah, I don't know. Have you ever had a beard?
So let me put it this way. We went to Canada on vacation for 2 weeks, and I forgot to bring the power cord for my razor. So my razor died after 1 week. So I went 1 week without shaving. And by the end of the week, I felt like I had wall-to-wall carpet on my face and never, ever, ever wanted to do it again. I don't like the feel of it.
Yeah. Well, and you have blonde hair, so it was probably like super blondish too.
With a little gray in there.
Yeah, I've definitely got the gray.
Yeah.
For sure. The naming says I prefer Red Hood and Damian Red Hood. They were talking about the Robin. They were asking if I had pre-ordered it yet, and I had not. Yeah. I do really like. What do you think of that piece? I just think it's awesome, but I have no connection to it whatsoever.
You're talking about the Robin King?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I haven't read those books. I have no connection. I think it's extremely cool looking. I think that the price seems pretty fair for 2 characters on one piece.
Yeah.
And the edition size is crazy low, only $2.99. So I could see it going fairly quickly.
Some people had brought up the fact that, our good friend Todd had it for a cheaper price, but that was just a whoopser, guys. So, don't go after pitchforks. That was just a mistake on the website. So I still think the price, even with the price going up a little bit, which again is what's fair compared to what XM is selling it for.
Yeah.
Again, I think it's a great price, for essentially nearly 2 premium formats or, 2 quarter scales.
Yeah. If you convert from SGD to USD, the XM price, it's still more expensive than what Todd is asking.
Yeah. It's awesome. I'm still debating, but like I was talking earlier about that, Dan brought up the fact that it would really go well with the Batman Who Laughs from Sideshow, and Dan did order that one.
Yeah.
So I think that they would pair up perfectly.
That's another great piece during this weekend sale is that Batman Who Laughs.
Yeah. So guys,
still available.
Take advantage, guys.
Yeah.
Critical Mass is here. Stanley says, any fireworks today? Not tonight. There are some already in our neighborhood going off, but God, I think we spent, I bet $650 on fireworks, I bet.
Wow. So my town, it's illegal, but we still have some, private parties shooting some off on the beach, and up on the hill in the next city, it's legal. So.
Well, I grew up in a town where I'm going to say 30, maybe 35 years of my life, it was illegal.
Yeah.
You couldn't even have sparklers.
Oh, wow.
You could only have snaps and like the little snakes.
Yeah.
And so people would go outside of the county, of course, and get some. But, our family's goody two shoes, so we would never do that. We just always had the snaps. And then, man, when they legalized it here, it is nuts. I mean, there's tents everywhere, and it's become a big deal. And we live our house is kind of up on a hill, and so we can see down into the city really well. And it's just so neat to be able to, because it's just light bursts everywhere, and coming into town, like driving into town, it's really neat.
Yeah,
to see. But we're so flat here, you can see just about everything, so it's pretty awesome.
It gets crazy around here. We live on a very narrow peninsula with only one way on and off. And of course, the beach is really popular on 4th of July. And so it gets really crazy with tens of thousands of people here this weekend. So if you live here, you kind of have to decide you're either going to be home the whole day or you're going to be away the whole day.
Yeah.
Because getting back on the peninsula if you leave is very, very difficult.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it. Michael Ray, hey, Chris, and everybody. I hope everyone is having a good holiday weekend. Thank you, Michael, and thanks for being a member. I really appreciate it. Austin T says, what do you think of the XM Batman Samurai? Did you see the teaser today?
Yeah, I think the portrait looks really good. XM isn't known for their female portraits, but that one looks really good.
And obviously they're going to do multiple portraits like they always do. And I can't remember if I showed you. I know Sang had shown me the full reveal.
No,
and It looks really good. I did find out. We talked about on Rogues that we thought that the base was kind of like a Clayface base, but it's actually not. It is actually kind of it's meant to go with the Scarecrow piece and be kind of like a fear toxin type effect. So I thought that was interesting to find out the storytelling elements. But
it sounds risky to me, though. I mean, if you don't have the Scarecrow.
Right. And that to me is like, that's why I was hoping it was Clayface, because I'm like, that's a brilliant way to introduce that character without really having to do that character.
Yeah, totally.
But apparently it's going to be a fear looking thing. So yeah, I hadn't thought about the risk, but you're right.
Yeah.
But maybe they thought that would help sell some Scarecrows too. I don't know.
It's got a pretty low ES, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Danny Lee, what's up? Hey, how's it going, Danny? Thank you very much for being here. We got Matthew in the house. Hi, Chris and everybody. Yes, an early live show. Yeah, I thought going live might help with some of our international viewers, because they're always are asleep whenever we do a Rogue. So
that's a good idea.
Yeah. Brandon, another Brotherhood member. Thank you. Hey, Chris, are you watching The Boys? That's a show I've never watched. How about you?
Oh, yeah.
Is it worth watching?
Totally. The Boys is it's a pretty faithful interpretation of the comics. The comics are amazing. And yeah, the show's great. Totally worth it. It is not family fare at all.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of not family fare, we've been watching the Stranger Things. We are through episode 4, which was incredible. And I know that they just released all the other episodes yesterday. So have you been watching that too?
Yeah, me and my son are faithful fans. And so they just released the last batch, and we've watched the first one. We'll probably watch another one today.
I love this season. I think it's awesome.
It's a great show. I mean, how fun to set it in the 80s, the whole series.
Yep.
It's just been really, really fun.
It's a lot of fun. Let's see. Has anyone used Darkseid Collectibles? Want to get a Terminator statue, and Prime 1 is out of stock. You can ask this guy right here. He has a Darkseid Collectibles piece.
Yeah, I have Captain Spock, and he is easily one of the top 3 in my collection. In fact, you should check out the Secret Sanctuary review of that piece.
Absolutely.
They're going to send me Captain Picard, so I'll be reviewing that. And I have Captain Kirk on order. And I am this close to ordering that Terminator. If you're talking about the 1/3 scale, there's also I think it's a 1/3 scale on motorcycle, which I'm not ordering. That's already, I think that might already, that hasn't shipped yet. It's already on order, but not shipped yet. But yeah, if you're talking about the Terminator 2, I think I'm going to end up ordering that. It's really good. Some people on Statue Forum thought that the sculpt looked like a sculpt you would have seen 10 years ago. I don't get that feeling. I'm not sure where that comes from. I think it's one of the better Schwarzenegger likenesses I've ever seen. And I think it's a great piece.
You know, we had kind of a private conversation about that in our private chat this week about, sometimes certain companies and certain sculpts have kind of an older look to it. And I don't always think that that's necessarily always bad.
Yeah.
We live in a world right now where every statue is super textured. It's super modern looking. And I do like that, but I don't think there's anything wrong with a classic looking piece either.
Yeah. And I think that there are some rather poor Terminator pieces either out or up on pre-order right now. That one from Oniri Creations doesn't do it for me. It's like cartoony or something. There's something odd about it. And that half scale Prime 1, I don't want to futz with hair that much. And it just, it doesn't quite work for me.
Well, and that's silicone. So like not everybody might not want that either. I know some people either hate it or they're worried about it. And so if it's something you're worried about, going to a company like Darkseid would be maybe your best bet.
Yeah. And my only question with Darkseid is whether to get the exclusive or not. It's $400 more for more weapons.
There's basically 3 different versions, right? On that one.
There's just 2. There's just 2.
Okay.
There's one for $15.99, and it replicates the scene from T2 where he has the box of roses. He's got his gun inside a box of roses, and he's hunting down. In the scene, we think he's hunting down the kid.
Yeah, great scene.
Actually, he's hunting down the T-1000.
Yeah.
and he's walking down the hallway, I think in a shopping center.
I think it's in the mall or something. Yeah.
And tears open the box of roses, takes out the gun, and so it totally replicates that scene perfectly. There's roses across the base. He's wearing all the right clothes, and he has the correct weapon. So you can get that, or you can get the 1999, which has like grenade launcher and a big pack on his back and all kinds of stuff. And that might replicate a later scene. I'm not sure which one, but in that scene, if you mind about continuity, his shirt is wrong. The shirt he's wearing is the one he wore in the rose scene. Later in the movie, he has a gray shirt underneath the leather jacket.
Good catch. Yeah.
What you for him, man. They talk about everything.
I believe it. I believe it. Matthew Martin. Hey, Chris, love the chat about the new Alien piece. And it is a fine line. Imagine you spend $3,000 on a piece and they relist a similar item. And when you go to resell to make room, you only get $1,500. Yeah, we talked about that also on Rogues Gallery. I trimmed that section out. I'll put that video up next week, or maybe tomorrow. I don't know, but yeah, it is a bit of a slap in the face. Although we did talk about the fact that they did change some things on it. So it's like, some collectors are real happy about it that missed out. And again, I really feel like if it's an exact copy, that's not okay. But if it's changed a little bit, I'm probably okay with it, but
it's a really tough call.
It is a tough call. There's no doubt about it.
The people who have it and are using the wall backdrop will tell you that it's much better with the wall. So in that sense, maybe it's okay.
Yeah. I mean, either that or they're justifying that, it's just, it's hard, but if they have the wall and they love it, then that's great. I'm glad they got the one they wanted,
Right. And some people never took the wall out of the box.
Right. So I can see where those people might be a little bit more upset.
Yeah.
Maybe. Agent 37. Hi, Chris. Do you have a collection of CGC comic books? I do. Not as many as Mr. Delaney here. I bet he has a lot more than I do. I think I have maybe 7, 8, 9, 10 probably at this point. I sell a few and get a few. I did. Do you remember the story about my 3 Jokers and how I had purchased the autographed 3 Jokers from Fabok?
Yep.
From Comic Sketch Art. And so the story is that I waited 2 years, COVID or whatever, but they never sent it. So I asked them for a refund. They refunded my money. And so I said, screw it. I'm just going to buy the regular 9.8, which I did.
Yeah.
It's hanging up on my wall.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I saw one on eBay late last week. And so I said, screw it. So I ordered that one. So I'm getting it this week. And so then I'll probably sell my regular 9.8. So
yeah,
I thought, because I don't have a Fabok autograph. So I'm like, I found it. I might as well. I wanted it anyway. So
yeah, sure, for sure.
Long story short, I ended up with it anyway. So I thought that was pretty funny. How many CGCs do you think you have?
Well, I'm not like one of these modern collectors that has thousands. I probably have about 200, but it's all Golden Age, Silver Age, Bronze Age with just a few Modern Age. Nice covers. Yeah.
He has the good stuff. And if you guys have never seen one of our auction shows, definitely tune in, because this guy right here has incredible books that he digs out of nowhere. And it's just awesome.
Well, thank you. I wish that more people would watch the videos that I do on comics. I posted a video just a couple of days ago about a new Wiz Comics I got in from 1941. It's an amazing book. It's one of the top 3 copies on the planet. People just don't seem to care.
I just feel like it's such a small, but I mean, it's hard because there are comic book channels out there that, thousands and thousands of people watch. I think it's just a matter of finding the right people to do it, because, I mean, again, you're incredibly knowledgeable. I think in some cases way more knowledgeable than some of the people doing comic book content. And,
I think those channels are focusing a lot on investing and how to make a buck. And I'm more into talking about, the titles, the characters, the history, that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Well, believe me, there's still people that want to watch that stuff.
Yeah. Well, I'm there.
That's right. That's right. Again, check out Singer Sanctuary. There you go. Django, I'd pass on the death metal line. These characters are going to fall off in popularity hard in a few years once they stop making new statues. It's the only reason people are still talking about them. And again, we've talked about it before. I personally think the companies are basically kind of forced to do them with a license. I think the license says, hey, you probably need to do these characters because that's what we're trying to sell right now. So I do think you're going to see the death metal for a while longer. I think you'll see characters like Punchline for a while. I'm kind of hoping we see a Punchline at San Diego. I think that'd be pretty awesome if we saw her. They did tease the Miles Morales. What do you think of that one?
I think it's really cool. I think it's interesting that they're going again with the Force perspective. Some people really like that. Some people really don't. So I'm curious to talk to some folks in San Diego about that. I think it's curious that they released that when they did. We got the full reveal of that piece just 2 weeks before San Diego.
Yeah, why wouldn't you wait?
That makes me think they probably have a lot of stuff.
Well, let's hope. Let's hope they do.
So if they do as well as they did last year, people always say last year sucked. Well, last year we got 12 new PFs and 1 new maquette. It was a really good year. So the thing is they drag it out a lot. This year, oh my God, we're having like 9 days of online Comic-Con.
Yeah.
It's nuts. And then 5 days of in person.
We're talking behind the scenes. Like, I want to do a live reaction show. I already have the thumbnail made. I'm ready to go. I'm like, where the hell do we put it though? Like, it's 9 days. Do we wait till the end of the 9 days?
It's really hard. You could almost do a review show each night.
I know. And it's crazy. And I think when people think it sucked, I think they're thinking 2 years ago. Like, I think they're thinking of early pandemic and that, the Wi-Fi wasn't good and the presentation wasn't good.
Yeah.
And they made a big improvement last year for sure.
They did.
But I think, we're quick to forget, I think sometimes, what we all saw at that show.
Yeah.
And sometimes the way they reveal things are not always the way we want them revealed. We want, some teasers, or sometimes they just did titles, just of who they were going to do. But yeah, I was real surprised that they wouldn't wait on the Miles Morales, but maybe that's the thing. Maybe they'll reveal them all and then show them all in real life on the show. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing. I suspect we won't get anything new at the show itself. I think they're going to reveal everything online the week before, which for me, as someone who has my channel, isn't as great as if we had new reveals at the show.
Sure.
But who knows? They might surprise us. And also, they also have their partner companies. Blitzway always has a really good showing in San Diego at the Sideshow booth. So there might be some new stuff there too.
A big Tweeterhead booth as well.
Yeah.
From what I'm hearing.
Really fun.
Yeah, so that's exciting. Hopefully, I don't know if they'll have, I know of at least one new piece that there's going to be there. I'm not able to say yet, but hopefully we'll see a bunch of new pieces from them. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Matthew Martin, $4.99 super chat. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that very much. Again, guys, don't ever feel like you need to do that, but again, it is appreciated. Thank you. Dennis Perez, any news on the Tweeterhead Superman 2.0 variant when it's coming out? You heard anything?
I think really soon. I thought it was on the same boat as the regular Superman maquette that just arrived, but I don't know that for sure. I would imagine though in the next month or two. Yeah,
I would assume they're getting there. I know that they just got a big shipment in a couple days ago. They said it might take some time to get it unloaded.
Because of the holiday.
It's in. It's Chad said it's in. So hopefully fingers crossed. Batby says, Chris, are you going to pick up the Dark Knights Metal Omnibus for that coming next January, I believe? I don't know. Maybe I need to give it another chance. I don't know. Have you tried to read any of that?
I tried to read some of the early Batman Who Laughs stuff and couldn't get into it. And so, no, I haven't really tried. He froze. Who had it? It's 11:30. Who had the 30-minute? He usually comes back in about 20 seconds. Let's see. Maybe he stepped out for a beverage. Come on, Chris.
Hey, there he is.
He's back.
It's always like 30 seconds, right? Something like that, or 25 seconds.
I was just saying that.
And I don't even know, like, if you weren't here, I don't know if I've ever frozen just being by myself. I don't know if that's ever happened or not. So I'm glad that you were here at least to, do some commentary. Anyway, what I was going to say is I doubt I'll probably do the Dark Knights Metal Omnibus, to be honest.
Yeah.
Neil, greetings from New Zealand. Wow, Jim's new basement is a collector's haven of space. So jealous. Did you see the video?
No, I haven't watched it yet, but I'm sure it's really nice. I saw the outside of the house. That's beautiful. Yeah,
the outside's beautiful. And he basically just showed the basement. It's kind of like a big, just a rectangle space. with a little kitchenette down there. But then he also has off to the side, kind of like a movie room, like a theater room. So that would be kind of neat. He was talking about whether he should put like all of his arcade 1-ups in there. I thought that'd be kind of neat because it already has like a step up.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a cool room. I'm anxious to see what he does.
Sure.
I think we're probably going to be doing some construction stuff at the same time. So it'll make for interesting viewing content for everybody, hopefully.
Lots of hammering in the background.
Lots of hammering. That's right. Midnight Dip, happy 4th to you. Thank you very much. And 109 people watching, guys. Thank you so very much. Please hit that like button if you would. That does help us very, very much here. Jean Noel says, hi, Chris. Do you think the Prime 1 will do a Robin King statue? I do, actually. I'm pretty sure that they will. They've done darn near every other piece in the metal line, actually even more than XM's done to this point. So I think that they will do a Robin King. I don't know. I have not seen anything or heard any rumblings, but I did see some people make some suggestions in the group today where it was like a Robin King on throne. So that could be interesting.
Yeah.
Happy 4th, Mom's 77th birthday today. Happy birthday to your mom. I just bought her a 70 LG flat screen for less than a standard premium format. Well, that's the thing is who would have ever thought you can get a 70-inch TV for less than a premium format these days?
Crazy.
It's pretty crazy.
Amazing.
Another member, Leo, is here. Happy 4th, Chris, and all on the chat. Thank you very much, Leo. Appreciate it. The Namic said I had to join BSC on desktop, not available on mobile. That's weird.
Very weird.
Are you talking about this show, Namic? Let me know. Watching from Taiwan. Sorry, I'm late. Hey, thank you very much, Bruce Wayne's Bentley. I love that name. There's somebody saying hello to Delaney.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Chris and Logan, thank you very much. I say smash that like. Thank you very much. 2 a.m. here in Singapore. That's awesome. Again, thanks, Austin, for being here. I know I'm really far behind on the chat, guys. I'll try to get caught up here. Happy 4th, Gunter from Belgium. That's awesome. Austin says, very nice to the Harley Quinn bust, Jeff.
Thank you.
I bought the new Catwoman, Power Girl, and Black Canary thanks to the Sideshow 10% off deal. That's awesome. Power Girl, Canary are on the payment plan, but Catwoman should be here next week or so. Thank you. I actually thought about, because you have that Black Canary. I thought about that one too. Adding her, because I know she's a great piece, and I don't know, 10% off is pretty nice.
She goes well with Batman pieces.
Yes, she does. Dylan Hicks also says, I only got Power Girl and Canary thanks to Jeff's reviews, and Catwoman thanks to your review, Chris. So that's awesome. I'm always glad to hear that. It's always, as reviewers, it's always nice to hear when it's like people buy it because of our recommendation, or because we like something. And
then you just really hope that they like it.
I know, that's the bad thing. Like, well, that damn Delaney said it was good. It's a piece of crap, It's like, but I almost always hear positive, so it's always nice to hear.
Yeah.
The problem with the Harley is if you get her, you'll have an uneven number of busts. Well, I don't know who it was in our chat. They're like, get rid of the Batman, get rid of the Batman and just do Harley and Joker.
Right.
I don't know. Part of the problem is I always have this in my backdrop and it always tries to focus on them. Yeah. So I should just get rid of them somehow as my backdrop. I just don't know where else I'd put them in the collection. Right. I just always feel like they look cool flanked on the sides of things. But
I do think that she would go better with your bust than with the new Joker.
I agree. And it's funny because they were meant to go together with the newer bust, but I feel like this one has that more classic look.
Well, I also think it looks more realistic, whereas the new Joker looks more cartoony.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. And somebody had a photo of the two together. I shared it and they looked really good together.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah. Vane21 is here. What's up to you? How are you doing, sir? Den says, I bought from Sideshow this weekend, bought the Tweeterhead Catwoman and Tila, the Mandalorian PF, and the Prime 1 Hush Batcave Deluxe. Wow, you really did it right. That's awesome. It's like Christmas at Den's house.
Saved a bunch of money.
Yeah, that's awesome. Matt T, another member in the house. Thanks, Matt. Hey, Chris and Jeff. Hope everyone's well. Thanks for getting me to spend so much money today, Jeff. There you go.
Matt ordered her.
Did he? That's awesome, Matt. Congratulations. Yeah. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Happy 4th, Patriots and family. Chris, what's your opinion on the SPF Darth Vader? I have the OG Mythos Vader and was considering making a change to the PF on the new Mythos Vader. we reviewed that piece on the channel. I don't know if you saw that video, Jeff, but it looks incredible to me. I think it's really well done.
I think it's great and a good price.
Good price. I think that if I was going to get one, I would probably get the Mythos just because I really love that art design, but it is not quarter scale. So that's the one thing is if you are looking for a good quarter scale Darth Vader, I think you can't go wrong with that one. I was amazed by how bright the lightsaber lit up. It looked really great. I love the way the light reflected off the black suit. It just looked good.
The crazy thing about that Mythos piece is it's a smaller scale, but it's more of a space hog than the premium format.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I do think if somebody does still want to pair it up to a quarter, you'll notice it.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
Yeah, I love that piece, but the space it requires is like 2 feet wide, and the scaling thing, I don't think it would go well with my stuff.
Yeah. Michael Ray, another member, says, thank you for being here, by the way. That Sideshow sale is tempting me to get the Spider-Man and Venom bus. Are you talking about the ones, or are you talking about the Queen Studios ones or the Sideshow ones?
Probably the Sideshow ones.
I can't remember. I guess the Venom, I don't know if it's in stock yet or not. Probably not. I know it's shipping, but probably not from them yet.
Probably, yeah. But the Spider-Man is.
Yeah, it's a good piece. Robin King is actually Bruce Wayne. He's from the universe where Bruce killed Joe Chill in Crime Alley and was homicidal from birth. Yeah, he actually killed his parents as well in that story. So it's interesting.
That's dark.
It's very dark. Joel T. Basham, happy 4th, my dudes. I'm downloading Minecraft to waste my day today. Well, there you go. Have fun. Hopefully we can keep you a little entertained while that's downloading. Den also ordered White Knight, Batman, and Joker, and Robin King from Todd. My wallet is no longer. Man, what a weekend for this guy. Good Lord. Wow. Man, that is fantastic. Well, I guarantee you're going to love those pieces. At least the White Knight and the Joker, I have them here. You're going to love them. They're fantastic. Oh, we got Chester in the house. Hey, Chester. Everyone's saying, Dan, that's quite a haul. Yes, it is. Lane Kramer says, oh, wow, it's a big Harley Quinn bust. Yes, it is. It's life size. It lives up to its name.
You bet.
So you kind of mentioned it, but how did your wife react?
She went like this and then said, there's no words. She seemed almost overcome by the sheer presence. It was interesting.
And so what does she think now? Like, does she like it?
She is completely ambivalent about everything in my statue room. She neither hates them nor loves them. So she appreciated the smile and that she's happy. My wife is a total straight arrow, which is great.
Yep.
So she doesn't necessarily appreciate the battle-ready stance of all these pieces and the kind of warlike theme and that sort of thing. So she likes the smile.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's fun. It's cute. Now, I remember whenever I first saw her, I thought she looked like Daisy Ridley. Do you get that at all from her in person?
Maybe a little.
A little bit.
There's someone on Statue Forum that agrees with you. He's always bringing that up. It would be kind of a crazy maniacal Daisy Ridley.
Right, sure.
But if she has to look like someone, that's not a bad choice.
I was going to say, I think she's fantastic. So that's awesome. That's awesome. Joel T. Basham, what XM Samurai? Anyone got a link? There is a picture of her in the, I'm sure on Statue or on Secret Sanctuary's Facebook group. I don't know if there is, but I know there is on Batman Statue Collector Facebook group.
And it's just a tease. It's not the whole piece.
Yeah, it's just her head. Like I have actually seen the whole sculpt, the whole body and everything. And I'm assuming that will be probably shown probably soon, I would imagine.
Probably.
Because I know she's been in a work in progress for quite a while. Yeah, I decided to have some fun. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you really did. That's awesome. Yeah, it's up on the XM page as well. Thanks, Austin. Daniel, in the UK, we have fireworks on
Guy Fawkes
Night, which I don't know what that is.
So that's like V for Vendetta. That's the guy that tried to blow up Parliament.
Oh, it's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Our neighborhood, it's just nuts how much people spend in this neighborhood. I mean, that's the great thing is you can literally buy nothing and just sit in your driveway and just watch everybody else.
Nice.
But, our kids love to do it. So it's once a year. Why not?
Sure.
The way the camera's on Delaney and Harley, she looks like his girlfriend, and it's like they're both being interviewed. But she looks really nervous. She keeps looking away from the camera, you know.
It's true. She's a little shy.
Yeah, a little shy. That's
A little
okay.
bit.
That's all right.
It's really funny because when I was setting up to do the review, my wife took a picture of the two of us, and maybe you saw it on my.
I did see that. Yeah, I saw it.
It looks like we're at a dinner party chatting.
Yep, that's what it does.
Really funny.
That's great. Jason says, "Do you think the Harley bust is a bit unusual?"
I hope so.
That's what you want.
Yeah.
You don't want it to be boring. Chicken fajita in the house. Happy Sunday. Hope you all have a safe 4th. So this right here is the person that won the Catwoman from Tweeterhead.
Yeah.
I do want to say, because I haven't had a chance to respond to you, I am going to get your shipping quote today. I will try to get that ready for you today, okay? And I'll email you just to give you an update, because I have been out of town. So I will do that as soon as possible. Daniel Caruso, I would totally buy statues off the boys. Well, there you go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there could be some good ones there. Well, especially what's his face, the main baddie. What's his name?
I don't know, because I haven't seen it, so I don't know. But I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he would sell gangbusters.
Wow, the last episode of Stranger Things is 2.5 hours long. That's nuts.
Wow,
that's crazy. Lane Kramer. So, Chris, are you going to get prototype or production prototype of the King Batman Who Laughs from XM and the purple suit Catwoman from XM? So, full transparency, I never know what I'm going to get. Usually what XM does is their team is incredible, by the way. They will reach out and they will say, hey, Chris, are you interested in doing this review? Are you interested in this piece? Some are a perfect fit for the channel. Some are not as much. But I always love the opportunity to be able to review those pieces. I have asked for certain pieces if they would be interested in sending them to me, because I think they would be a great fit for the channel. Those are definitely obviously ones that I would love to do. Right now, I still have those 5 pieces, the Dark Knight's Metal. If you guys watched the video today, I did the whole lineup video for you guys. So I've boxed all those up, and that'll go to the next collector. I don't know who that'll be. It's a lot of times it's Gem, or Gem sends it to me. So we'll see what happens, or maybe DT. But I will get those sent off, and hopefully I'll get a new batch in to show you guys. So fingers crossed, we'll get some more prototypes. But I would expect, I really want to do the Catwoman, because I think you saw the production photos of her, I'm sure, and I think she looked great.
Yeah, she does, for sure.
Martin, rare to catch a stream live. Hello, everybody. Thanks for being here, Martin. I really appreciate it. Again, I wanted to do it a little earlier today so people could join us that don't always have the opportunity. Bat Beast, Jeff, have you heard any time show? I'm assuming show for our XM Swamp Thing from Spec. Can't wait for that piece.
I think August. I think I did ask Todd about that a while ago, and I'm pretty sure he said August. August is going to be ugly for me and my Visa card.
It's going to be a big, busy review time for your channel,
Yeah.
which will be great. So again, please do me a favor, help Jeff grow as he is continuing to grow his channel. Please make sure you tell your friends about Secret Sanctuary on YouTube, guys, if you haven't done so already.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Luis, what's up, all? Hello to you. Thank you for being here. Did either of you guys order any of the Alex Ross signed CGC for Batman 125?
I did not, but I feel like, did Eric or Jeff order?
I think Eric did.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Jeff Morris. I can't remember for sure. I don't remember. Jeff Morris always
with Alex Ross. I've got several Alex Ross wall art around me right now. It's just great stuff.
I did not, but there are some great covers. They're not my favorite of the Alex Ross covers, but because it's a little bit more neon colors, I guess. But they're still all incredible.
I can't tell you how exciting it was when Kingdom Come came out, that 4-issue series that he drew, to see characters portrayed in such a realistic fashion was super, super exciting at the time.
It's awesome. Django says, I'm sending in the Batman Who Laughs CGC to get signed and remarked by Doug Mankey. Super excited about it. That's awesome. I had a chance to meet Doug a few years back, and it was an interesting experience. I'll say that. But I'm really, I stood in front of him. He knew I was waiting for his autograph, and it was me and my friend, and he just ignored us. He just kept talking to his friend and just ignored us for like 5 minutes, and then casually came over and signed my book. So it was like, okay, well, all right. Sorry to bother you, Doug.
It's his world. You just live in it, man.
I guess so. So anyway, I'm really glad that you're getting yours remarked, and I did get the issue I had signed was the one where it was the very first cover of Arkham Knight from when he was in the comics.
All right.
So that was pretty cool. Bats in the Belfry, hello to you. Thanks for being here and thanks for being a member. Here's another member, Captain Trenchcoat. I love the collection. I love to collect older comics too. I'm just not into the CGC stuff. Doesn't do anything for me. I think yeah, I mean, that's the thing is some people collect CGC. I think a lot of times it is an investment type of thing where you know the value. Whereas sometimes if you have just raw books, you don't always know what you got. And
it's the restoration check. That's a big deal for me.
Yeah.
But with slab books, you don't get that comic book smell.
You don't get the smell.
You just don't get it.
You don't.
And it's a beautiful thing.
They should have you should be able to insert like a straw or something and just, take a hit off of that. And then
I want one of those air fresheners in my car, that little tree that you hang from your rearview mirror that smells like old comics.
Why don't you invent that?
Maybe I should.
You have a whole bunch of comic book nerds that would buy that in an instant at a Comic-Con.
Be a millionaire.
Yes, you would. We're in the wrong business.
I think so.
Passion for art, epic Harley Jeff. Hey, yeah, exactly. It's awesome. Matt T, when is San Diego Comic-Con? It's soon.
It begins on the 20th. Preview night is the 20th of this month, and it goes for 5 days.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Captain Trenchcoat says, I wish someone would do a Crime Syndicate series of statues. Want Owlman and Ultraman. That'd be cool.
Yeah, sure.
Let's see. Batman Statue Collector Chris, I remember you pre-ordering the Harley Quinn Margot Robbie bust from Infinity Studios. What happened to that? It's still on pre-order. It is just not out yet, but I still have it coming. I don't know if it's one that I'm going to keep forever. I'm going to have to kind of wait and see how I feel about it, but I'm very excited to have her in the Batcave. It's an incredible piece. I also am getting the Heath Ledger Joker life-size bust as well. So
haven't they been kind of quiet?
Been real quiet. I think, it's weird because like there are some stores like Sideshow or Todd that still has not shipped out the Batfleck.
Oh, wow.
Or still not sent out the Wonder Woman. And that's been out for like 2 years.
Yeah, I saw those in San Diego like 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they're having so much trouble getting them out. So I don't expect that Margot Robbie for another year or two. I mean, to be honest, if they're just now getting the Affleck, and I don't know, I got my Affleck from Todd. I have no idea how he got his, but he obviously got an early version of it or early copy.
Right. But Todd gets crazy stuff.
He does get crazy stuff.
Yeah, I've been to his warehouse and I'll walk in and I'll see a prototype there from XM or something. It's just like, what the hell? How'd you get that?
Yeah. It's amazing. At this point, the Batman Who Laughs is more overexposed than Wolverine during the 90s. Well, I don't know about that, but he's definitely out there right now.
Yeah. So is Wolverine, though.
Yeah, that's right. Alex is saying hello to Harley.
Harley says hi back.
Matt's talking about the Sideshow Con. 9 days is way too much. I don't think that's good with that duration as it's drawn out, and we don't get enough of what we are looking for at once. I could not agree more with Matt. We've talked about it a lot. It benefits Sideshow because it's a big Sideshow commercial. It's getting people to watch every day. It's getting views. It's getting, I'm assuming hopefully sales for them, which is great. And that's what they're there for. I mean, that's what they're there for. But as for the viewer, us old school viewers, it is long. I think it could be 1 or 2 days max. Fill it up, make it an awesome, exciting presentation. Do your giveaways, do your reward points or whatever you want to do your contests. But yeah, 9 days is a long time.
I will give them one thing. They give you a schedule. So you know what's going to happen. If you only want to see the booth tours, you can do that. If you want the other stuff, you can do that. At least we know what's coming. Yeah, and usually their first booth tour show is where they show anything new, and then they have maybe a couple other times during the day where they'll go live. Yeah. You're not going to see anything new during those. So it's like, it's if you maybe missed it earlier, and that's a great thing about YouTube is you can always watch whenever you want to. I mean, you don't have to watch at a certain time. So it's just kind of, whatever you want to do. But I agree. The schedule's nice. Yep.
Is Sideshow a good source to order Infinity Studios bust? Yeah, absolutely. Sideshow is great. They have a great return policy, great customer service.
Mm-hmm.
So I highly recommend ordering from them. Having a really hard time deciding if to plan my order. Sorry, I'm having trouble laying with this one. My second Prime 1 statue, 1/3 scale later this summer. Trying to decide between Punchline or Sinestro. Man, both of those are great.
Yeah.
I like Sinestro better than that Green Lantern even.
So, Lane, do you already have a Green Lantern, or are you just going to display Sinestro solo? Or I can't think of any other 1/3 scale Green Lanterns.
I can't either. That's the thing. Like, what other pieces you have, Lane? That'd be the question. Like, if you have other Jokers, Punchline might be really good. But if you don't have a Green Lantern, Sinestro. But if you're just collecting villains, you know, that I love that Sinestro. I think it's awesome.
What about Tri-Eye?
Yeah, he's really cool. And I love awesome. I love that you can just buy him.
I know,
because you know there might have been times where he was just included as a deluxe or something.
Yeah,
and he's big. He's like a 1/4 scale size.
Yeah, he's like 21 inches or something, or 21.5.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
He's a pretty freaking little piece.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
Yeah,
I don't know the character, so he's neat.
I don't either, to be honest.
Statue Doctor in California, right there with Mr. Delaney. They're probably neighbors. That's right. Hello, neighbor.
Hey, neighbor.
Join on desktop to become a member. Join button not available on mobile. That's interesting. Well, anyway, thank you very much for updating everybody with that. I don't know what's going on with that.
Oh, Lane says he doesn't have any 1/3 scale at all.
Oh.
So this would be his first, either Sinestro or Punchline. That's a tough call then.
I must be missing alerts on Jeff's comic videos. I'm more interested in the detail, story, and art when it comes to comics, not so much the making money side of it. So see, we found one. We found one.
Yeah, if you subscribe to my channel, I just did one a couple of days ago on Wiz Comics number 18 that I won in a recent Comic Link auction. Really beautiful book.
It's awesome. Daniel Crusoe, is there a Robin bust that goes with those OG Batman Joker busts? No. They did Batman. They did Joker. They did Green Lantern.
Oh, yeah.
And
Superman.
That's it. They just did those 4. Mm-hmm. I was really hoping at the time they were going to do a Two-Face. I'm like, oh, this would be perfect. Like to have a classic comic book Two-Face. It would be an awesome bust.
Yeah.
Because the rest of Two-Face is kind of boring. You got the suit, but the face is what it is. Like it would be a perfect bust, but they never went there. So
Penguin would be good too.
Who?
Penguin.
Oh, yeah. It would be.
Top hat, monocle.
Yeah.
Pipe thing, whatever.
Yep.
Thing.
It'd be, although they probably can't do the pipe thing anymore.
Oh, right.
But it'd be awesome.
Yeah.
But they never did a Robin. The new Joker looks very Harley doesn't look bad in person. Are you talking about the bust? I'm guessing he's talking about the bust.
I guess, yeah. I like that Joker. I just wouldn't pair her with this Harley.
Yeah.
Or pair him.
Yeah, the new Mythos Vader is big. It's crazy big, but we were saying it's not 1/4 scale. That's the problem.
Right.
Chris, I know you're not a fan of the Dark Knight Returns, but are you, Jeff, going to get the Dark Knight Returns PF from Sideshow? I recently ordered their new art print for the Dark Knight Returns as a canvas. That's a great art print, by the way.
I'm a huge fan of Dark Knight Returns. I remember buying those issues from my LCS back in the day. Love the story. I'm not buying the PF only because it's too darn big for my display. It's crazy tall and deep, and I don't have the proper shelving for it.
I am considering that piece, to be honest, but it's such a standalone, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but I just don't know where I would display it. I think a lot of it's going to come down if I do move into the second room, I'm going to have to think about how I want logistically things to go. And that's going to obviously open up a lot of opportunities for places where I could put a standalone piece like that. But I mean, it is such an iconic piece of Batman history that I think, and it's also sculpted by Daniel, which is great.
And the price is good.
Price is good. The art direction is something real different. So, I've said it a lot on my channel. Like right now I'm looking for different. I'm looking for kind of standalone pieces that are unique. Yeah. So
I'm just going to start keeping stuff in Jem's new basement.
There you go. That's right. I'm sure he'll rent it out some space.
Plenty of room there.
That's right. Happy 4th of July. My Captain America arrived yesterday just in time for the holiday. That is awesome. I've got a Captain America review going up this week. I know that's one that you had kind of toiled with, so I know you were kind of bummed about that because it is an awesome piece.
Just didn't fit in my collection, but yeah, it's an awesome piece. Everyone that has received it has really loved it. It's a big fella. And again, a really good price on that piece. So yeah, congratulations. That's a great piece.
Again, guys, with that Sideshow sale, now's the time to buy because prices are only going to go up. And so take advantage right now of that 10% off and the great prices right now because, who knows where we'll be 2 or 3 years from now with prices. So
yeah, that cap would be like $550.
Yeah, which is awesome, right?
Yeah.
Are you going to C2E2 Con in Chicago in early August? I would love to, but I am not. Jeff right here is going to San Diego, so definitely check out Secret Sanctuary for that. Yeah. And then a bunch of the Rogues Gallery, we're going to New York in the fall, so New York Comic Con. So we will be there for that, hopefully.
And I'm going to D23.
Oh, that's right, you are.
Just one day. I'm just going to Sunday because all the other tickets were sold out when I decided to go.
Which is crazy because Sunday's the best day to be there.
Oh, well, yeah, but they're doing all the thing about what's going on with the park.
It's the parks panel.
Yeah.
So that's the day you want to be there.
So I'll make the most of my one day, but I'm looking forward to that.
So again, I think I said damn you in the chat the other day because Mr. Delaney got to go to Disneyland, which I absolutely love. How was it?
It was great. I mean, I was a little concerned because it was, July 1st. It was the kind of the beginning of the 4th of July weekend, but it wasn't really any busier than any other day. It was a blast. It was like 86 degrees, which I love. And we just did the classics. It was the day they reopened Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes, it was.
So when the gates opened, we went straight there. There was a mob of people out front of the ride, but they hadn't opened it yet. So we did Haunted House. And we did Thunder Mountain, the wildest ride in the wilderness.
Of course.
And then we went back, and they hadn't opened it yet, but pretty soon they did. And so we got in line, and then it broke down while we were in line.
45 minutes.
So, my son and my father-in-law went over to what we still call Tom Sawyer's Island.
Yes.
And me and my wife and my mother-in-law waited it out and finally got on the ride, and it broke down halfway through the ride. So,
but you didn't have to get evac'd.
No, it was maybe 7 or 8 minutes, and then it picked up again. But it's kind of interesting because
where did you get stuck at? I'm curious.
We got stuck right in front of the first time you see Jack Sparrow.
Okay, so right before the auctioneer scene.
Yeah, so that's where the guy's getting dunked into the well and all that. And but it was interesting to me because I had heard that one of the reasons they closed it down for so long is that because it had been breaking down so much, it needed to be refurbished so that wouldn't happen. And then it kept breaking down on the first day.
Well, it's funny because you obviously were there at the perfect time, but so many of our vloggers that we watched, they were there right at the exact same time. And I'm assuming in the same line. I kept looking for you in line in some of their footage.
Yeah.
But again, I had really bad Wi-Fi. I don't know if you ever watch Fresh Baked. Do you ever watch that? There's a guy named Dave, Fresh Baked Disney, very, very popular channel. And he was there at that exact time where everybody was waiting 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you're probably in some of that footage because he was right there waiting with you.
Well, when we were still outside while we were waiting, but we were right up against the building. So there's only like 8 people in front of us outside.
So were you up on that strip over there by the treehouse?
I mean, literally, if the front of the building.
Yep.
You go along the line and then you kind of do a U-E when you go in.
Yep.
We're like right here. We're like right before you go in the door.
That's perfect. Yeah, at least you had some shade up there.
Yeah, we did.
Which is good. And did you see the announcement of Splash Mountain, the official name?
No.
So they're changing it to the Princess and the Frog theme.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that. So Splash Mountain has a cultural history problem with Song of the South.
Right.
And so they wanted to get away from that. So I think almost 2 years ago now, they announced that they were going to completely retheme it to a Princess and the Frog theme. Which some people were really upset about at the time. my son, that's his favorite ride. He loves Splash Mountain. We ride it all the time. But actually, the last time we were together and we left each other and we went on that right after. I've never been more wet on a ride in my life. Like, it was the craziest. It was nuts. But anyway, they're going to retheme it, and the official name is Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
Okay,
is the new name.
Be hard for people to remember.
Yeah, Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and it's gonna be open by late 2024.
Okay. And
we were talking about this with my family, and some people think, okay, well that's actually going to be perfect for Disneyland, because it's New Orleans Square. You have this old New Orleans manor for the Haunted Mansion that goes into Critter Country. Like, it would all work thematically. Yeah. It's all, but in Disney World, they're going to do the exact same thing.
Okay.
But the problem is you're sticking it right in Frontierland. And so Frontierland has, the Wild West, and it's got Big Thunder Mountain right next to it.
Yeah.
So you mentioned Tom Sawyer. And again, I apologize, guys. This is not collecting news, but we're both Disney people. So anyway, what I thought they should do is they should take over Tom Sawyer Island in Magic Kingdom and make it and build a restaurant, build Tiana's Place on the island.
Oh, that'd be really cool.
And then have people go back and forth across to get to dinner and, have, whatever, sell beignets and all that stuff. Cause they don't have any of that at Walt Disney World other than Port Orleans Resort. They don't have any of that.
Okay.
That's the only place on property you can get a beignet. So I still don't know how they will solve that problem with the theming. Cause again, having the bayou right next to Arizona, it doesn't work.
Do you know what they're doing in downtown Disney at the very end, where the Earl of Sandwich used to be? That's all cleared out now.
Yeah. Yes, they are it's just gonna be another a little strip mall area. They've got some shops and stuff, but it's gonna look real retro. They've actually had some renders,
cool.
Which it just seems kind of dinky compared to what was there, because they have a big movie theater right there, and I think Earl of Sandwich is gonna move somewhere else. I think that whole area they had such big plans for, because that's where they were going to build that new hotel.
Oh, I see.
I don't know if you knew that, but they had this big giant hotel where they would actually butt up to the monorail stop, and so that would be part of the hotel. It was this big multi-layered, really futuristic looking hotel. But then when they had the problems with the city and the tax issues that they were having, they just said, well, screw it, we're going to walk away from it, because the city was going to give them a tax break. And that's whenever they decided to go ahead and build the fifth DVC tower, which is what they're building right now. I don't know if you guys went back there or not, but they've already gone vertical. So back where the dancing fountains used to be, that they have that big giant DVC tower they're building right there. So it's kind of like an L shape, and I think it's looking really nice.
Cool,
really nice. So that'll be. I think that actually is even better than what they were going to build.
Yeah, we're going back at the end of the month on the 31st.
That's awesome. We're kind of contemplating maybe a fall trip. So
yeah, come on out.
We might have to coordinate another meetup or something again.
Or come down to the beach.
That'd be fun too. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Ian says, picked up a Liber Mayho Joker thanks to your review, and it just blew me away. The head busts are awesome. Impossible to choose a favorite. Yeah. I keep seeing the companion piece to that, the Damned. Some people have been selling it, and I've been considering getting that one just to pair it up with that Bermejo Joker, because they are so awesome. But congratulations, it's one of my favorite pieces.
They're awesome, no doubt about it.
Orchid Voodoo, ahoy, my homies! Thank you very much for being here. Chris, do you have any art prints? Yes, I do. Actually, I just bought an art print from Jim Lee with him doing a drawing on it. So. I don't have a ton of art prints, and I have some that still need to be framed, but I've got a few.
I just bought a portfolio and put them all in there.
That's awesome.
Just to flip through while I'm watching TV.
Yeah, that's fun. Don't have to worry about all the glass and the matting and all that stuff. It's expensive.
Yeah.
Does anyone think the Harley bus looks a little bit like Jamie Presley from My Name is Earl? I don't know. I get Daisy Ridley, but I don't know. Maybe Jamie Presley in there too. I don't know.
I looked her up when I saw this question coming up, and I kind of see it a little bit.
Yeah. Lane's getting the purple suit Catwoman. That's great. Hey, yes, super chat, $5 Canadian. Thank you very much. Board Cube 1 or 2, another member, of course. Happy 4th of July weekend. It's Canada Day, long weekend here. That's awesome. Fireworks can be seen from my home every evening starting Thursday. That's awesome. Well, enjoy that. Can't go wrong. I love fireworks.
So we're like, it's about a 20-minute drive for us to get to Disneyland, but we can hear the fireworks every night.
Can you really?
Yeah. With the TV on. We're sitting here watching TV. It's like, there's the fireworks.
Boom, boom. Yeah, yep. It's awesome. I forgot. Have you ever been to Walt Disney World?
No.
Okay, so right next to Magic Kingdom, there is the Contemporary, which I'm sure you're familiar with. That's the one the monorail goes right through. Mm-hmm. And then their DVC tower is called Bay Lake Tower, and we've stayed there a number of times. It's unbelievable. But every night when the fireworks go off, to hear the concussion against the glass, like the whole building rattles.
Oh, wow.
It's so crazy how loud it is. I'm like, if you have a sleeping kid trying to sleep, you got no chance because the whole building just shakes.
And happy Canada Day there. Canada weekend for all the Canadian people out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Happy holidays to you as well. And again, thanks for the $5 super chat. Thank you.
We're actually normally in Canada this week.
Oh, nice.
We love, there's a place called Whistler, British Columbia. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of it. It's very famous for skiing. We go up for hiking in the summer. And it's like being in a little European village or something. It's really awesome. It's all the streets are pedestrian only. Great restaurants, and then you got these 2 amazing mountains for hiking. And I haven't been there since 2019, and I really, really want to go.
That's awesome. I've never been to Canada.
Canada's a great place. I highly recommend it. I've only been, honestly, to British Columbia, but I hear great things about Toronto and everywhere.
It's on my bucket list. I'd love to do just one of the cruises too, like to see the whales and to do that. My friend Damon, who you've seen on some of the videos, he's doing that this summer with his wife, and I'm like, oh, it'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Den says, Chris, my wife says you are the great enabler. I'm not the only one ordering statues this weekend. She went to Prime 1 and ordered Dante from DMC5 and Gypsy Danger Deluxe. Well, that's awesome. How great is that? A couple that collects like that. That's awesome.
Kind of sounds like they're enabling each other to me.
A little bit.
Blame it on Chris.
I'll take the blame. I'll take it. That's awesome, though. Congratulations to both of you guys. Sounds like one hell of a weekend. Blue Collar Statue Collector, hey, how's it going? Thanks for being here. Josh says, hoping for a Zoe Kravitz Catwoman statue, maquette, or hot toy reveal on San Diego Comic-Con. The wait is killing me. We've said before, we're shocked. We haven't seen anything. And the longer it goes, the more that movie cools off.
Yeah.
It's like they should have done it 2 months ago.
For sure.
But we'll see. Thunder Wave Walnut says, yo, yo, yo. Thanks for being here. Harley says, hi, Puddin'. Hey, Harley Quinn. Yeah, I do not have any 1/3 scales at all. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what you do, Lane. I'm curious. But he says, I am a Monster Sinestro fan.
Oh.
So, I don't know. If you're a Monster Sinestro fan, I'd say get him.
Yeah.
And try. It's a great pop of color.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll be done in 1/3 scale a lot.
For sure.
So, I think this is your opportunity. Mega Color says, hello, people I don't know. Well, that's what we're here together. We're here together to get to know each other. XM Studio Red Death or Prime 1 Studio Red Death? I like the scale of Prime 1, and I like most of the Prime 1, but I love that Red Death. That was my favorite of all the ones I showed you guys. I don't know if you watched that review or not, but I just love the bats.
Yeah, it's pretty darn cool. And I assume XM is quarter scale, right?
Quarter.
So I guess it's just a scale issue. Whatever scale works better in your collection.
The Prime 1, I really like the base on the Prime 1 better because it's like this big flaming skull, like this kind of like this classic car effect. Mm-hmm. So I like the base better on the Prime 1, but I like the statue better on the XM.
Right.
My first 1/3 scale will be the JD Catwoman, which I'll be paying off next week. Hey, congratulations, Lane. I know Mr. X just got that one. I don't know if that video went up today, maybe tomorrow, but it's a good looking piece.
Yeah.
Especially with the mask. I feel like the face is a little droopy without it. I wish XM would do a comic version of Vision. I think that they could do that piece justice. Has anybody ever done a Vision comic book?
I think I remember a 1/6 scale that maybe Kotobukiya did, but I don't remember anything larger than that in a comic-based version.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I haven't.
Yeah.
They haven't done him. I would get both the Green Lantern and Sinestro from Prime 1. I just don't have $3,800 to spend. Yeah, they're expensive.
They are.
That's for sure. Art statue collector in the house. Hey, how's it going? What's up, Chris and Jeff? If you haven't checked out this guy, he's incredible. And he has the Robin prototype right now, the Robin King. So send it my way, Art. I'd love to review that one too. That's incredible. Thanks for being here. Batbeast, does your wife work in education as well, Chris? If this is too personal, I apologize. No, she is in the medical field. So no, she does not work in education. I don't think that would be her cup of tea. Let's see. What portfolio? I'm new to collecting prints and I'm in need of one. You're talking about your art print portfolio.
Oh, gosh, I don't know which brand I have. I've reached for it, but I'd probably knock Harley over. But just go on Amazon and look up art portfolio, and there'll be lots of choices. They're very handy if you're buying prints and you don't have enough wall space.
Great idea. Brad Ladner, it's a holiday. Go take some time off. Well, we will for sure. That's what tomorrow's for.
Yeah.
This was exciting. We're talking statues and just had one arrive early while this is going. What did you get, Matt?
What'd you get, Matt?
Yeah, what'd you get?
What's shipping now? Maybe you got Vader?
Maybe so. Maybe Cap.
Oh, yeah, maybe Cap.
Do you know if Prime 1 will come out with more 1/3 scale Hush Batman characters? I don't know for sure. I know Kelvin Loke, who is friends with the creative director, John. He has said that they are doing the Catwoman. They are doing a Hush Catwoman at least. I think they probably just wanted to wait for a while with their Bermejo Catwoman, which was smart because they've made that mistake before where they show the same character at the same time, and that kind of messes things up, which is basically why I think that the Arkham City Poison Ivy got canceled. But anyway, I'm still very optimistic that we'll get that Catwoman. Art statue collector. All those DM or DKM look so cool together. I think my favorite is Murder Machine. Yeah, he's referring to the the video today. Again, just to see them all lined up is really incredible. The Murder Machine that was my least favorite going into the reviews, but it became one of my favorites just because it's so cool. It's a lot cooler in person. It's that amazing grid, that water effect that they did with the blue grid. Is really, really cool. So, and it's kind of like an Iron Man piece, really. Just neat.
Yeah.
I thought he would probably have it up today. So, the Catwoman, J&D Catwoman. Man, I'm getting super stuffed up. I was outside in the cotton all weekend out in the lake. Cannot breathe. Sold my last 2 Star Wars pieces to cover the Arkham Two-Face I'll be picking up next week. Can't wait for him to add to my brogues. And that is a piece that was incredibly difficult for me to sell. He was just a little bit underscaled compared to my comic book pieces. So I keep hoping that we'll see a 3rd scale Two-Face at some point. Jeff, I'm hoping shipping on that XM Swamp Thing won't be bad. I'm in Denver.
Yeah, I wonder. I'm guessing 250-ish, 300 maybe. I don't know. My 1/3 scale Thor from Todd was 300 shipping.
It's got to be big because it's got that extra torso.
Yeah. So we'll see. Hopefully not more than 300. My gosh.
Yeah, I would hope not. Chelsea Brad says, make sure the portfolio is acid-free sleeves as it can discolor them over time.
That's very smart. Yeah.
Great advice. We also have Day says, ITOYA portfolios are really good. So good recommendation there. Hush Ivy is probably the entire reason the Arkham line is dead. Yeah, going back to that, I think that they made the mistake of putting out a better piece. They had a better Harley or better Ivy at the same time as the other Ivy.
They could totally do another Superman. People would buy it.
They would. I would
or
love
like
to
you
see.
said on the show, release the 1/3 as quarter scale.
I know, that's right. I think a Hush Riddler would be great. I think it would sell very well. I would want to see a Hush, an actual Hush, but I don't know how well he would sell.
Right.
Greetings from the UK. Have you ordered the Robin King yet? I ordered Batman Who Laughs, Death Metal, and the Robin King. Super excited for this line. I have not. I am still trying to decide. I spent quite a bit this week on the Nightfall Batman from Prime 1 that I'm getting in on Tuesday. So that probably means live unboxing on Wednesday, probably.
That's got to be huge.
It's 2 boxes. It is a really big piece. And again, that's a character that I don't have a ton of connection to, but I love the art on it. And so, I don't know, it just kept speaking to me. I kept seeing a few posts here and there. I'm like, I should have just got it. And so I did. I went ahead and got it or ordered it. And so I'm debating financially if I should get the Robin King or not.
Right.
It's hard to spend that much money. I'm not like Den that could just spend, thousands all at once. Good Lord. It's awesome. But yeah, I probably should get the Robin King. I love it. I think it looks awesome. Bat Beast, did you see the ES on Swamp Thing? I've got it coming too. I don't know what the Swamp Thing ES was. I don't think it was too bad.
No, I think it's small. I can't remember what it was either, but it's small.
Would you ever want a life-size full body statue? I would take a Heath Ledger, but I don't want to pay 10 grand for it.
Yeah, I don't want to pay. I mean, I'm kind of wary of spending $2 grand on a 1/3 scale.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll go any higher than that, probably.
Yeah, it's just too much money. But the Queen Studios one looks good. I don't think it's perfect. Certainly not for 10,000. I would want it. It would have to be perfect, and I would have to sell a bunch of pieces. I mean, I would just have to do that to justify it. I don't think I could just flat out spend that. But I'm always jealous of like all the Iron Man collectors that have the life-size Iron Mans in their room. Like, it just looks awesome.
It really does.
And I'm just, I don't know. And a full-size, life-size, full figure makes more sense to me sometimes than the torsos do. It's like the torsos are kind of weird. We've said that, like, having half Margot Robbie is weird, but I think they're awesome. Matt T, UPS just left the Sideshow spoiled apple in my mailbox. Okay, well, there you go. I think Dan just got that one as well. That's a great piece.
Yep.
Those are fun. Chelsea Brad says, I also collect Marvel statues. Can't wait to get my Queen Studios Loki. Oh, that's such a great piece.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Now, are you talking about the statue or the bust?
Both really nice.
Both are incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, Loki is my favorite character. Well, yeah, you were in luck if you were a Queen Studios collector. That's for sure. The blue collar statue collector says, I think Swamp Thing is $4.99.
That sounds right.
That's not too bad. Did you see that they had a bunch of XMESs released today?
Yeah.
And
that War Machine surprised me. They
were all pretty high.
Yeah.
I mean, because some of their recent ones have been like 150, 250.
Yeah.
And now those were $4.99 or higher, a lot of them. But yeah, what was the was it?
War Machine is 999 of version B and 100 of version A.
Yeah.
That's a lot for a piece that's $4,499.
Yeah, as I said, it's good to be XM.
Yeah, it just surprises me that there's 1,000 collectors out there that are prepared to pony up $4,500.
I think you said it, or somebody in our chat that said, hey, they're hoping for that Hulkbuster, excitement. Yeah. And they will pair up very nicely together. I think actually, I think it might have been Art Statue Collector that had them both on display, sort of close to one another. And they're both cool. There's no question about it.
Yeah.
What about the 1-to-1 Hulkbuster? I don't even want to think of the price on that one. Is somebody doing a 1-to-1 Hulkbuster?
Who was it? XM? Who was it? Yeah, someone had it on. I think it was XM had it on display at a show, and everyone assumed that it was just there, for show. But apparently, the rumor is that it's going to be available.
Oh my God!
I don't know. I mean, one leg was twice as tall as me. I mean, it was huge.
You think it's going to be like 30 grand, 40 grand?
I don't know. I don't know. Need more information.
If Heath Ledger Joker is like $10,000 to $12,000, a life-size Hulkbuster,
yeah,
who's got room for that? That would be bigger than your garage.
It would totally fit in Jim's new basement. No problem.
Jim's new basement. Hey, his ceilings aren't that high.
I'm kidding.
It had to be real low profile. Now, art statue collector and his giant mansion thing that he just built, like that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I bet they sell like 10 of them, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So you're getting the Loki statue. Very tempted by the bust. Yeah, the bust is incredible too. I mean, the likeness is definitely, I think, way better than their original one they did.
And the likeness on the statue is great.
It is. Vein 21 says Swamp Thing was $338 when it was set, but they dropped it about 2 weeks ago. Now it's even smaller. So don't wait if you're considering. Okay, so that's really impressive. Yeah. So Delaney, it sounds like you're gonna have a low number.
That's good. I like it.
Yeah, price of a new car, easy.
Oh yeah.
Daniel says I always wonder how much those full body stormtroopers cost because you do see those around. Yeah, I think they're all like around 10 grand ish, 8 to 10 grand.
Yeah. There's a half scale on like Sideshow Seconds right now for about 1,900.
Which one is it?
Just a stormtrooper.
Oh, so the half scale storm. Okay, I forgot they did in half scale.
Yeah, I didn't realize it either, but there it was.
It's awesome. Critical Mass says Jeffrey going to get that Deja Thoris, and he's
don't ask me that question.
He's talking about the third scale.
Yeah, so Harley just took the space that she would have gone in if I got her. Probably not, but as I've said before about that piece, if she goes low stock remaining, I can't take responsibility for my actions.
Well, here's what you do. If it goes low stock remaining, what you do is you go ahead and order her, and then give me one hell of a deal on your Harley, and then she can come live with me for a while. You know.
So that Deja Thoris, I've never owned a PCS piece. I don't have a good sense for what their proto to production success rate is, whether they come out good or not. If it comes out like the proto, it's a beautiful piece. I mean, I saw it with my own eyes, and I think it's great. And the price isn't too scary for something that large. It was even bigger than I expected it to be. It has a lot of presence. Yeah, I don't know. It's really cool.
It's a cool piece.
I'm having a hard time with this, Chris.
I know. We're doing a little therapy today. I know it's hard. Just some bum says, "Hey guys, got here late, but what are your thoughts on the XM Venom Hulk? I hope they have another head sculpt with Hulk transformation. It would be a huge miss if they don't." I think it looks great. I love the green. Is it my favorite Venom ever out there? No. But I like the green effect, the green Venom look, or whatever that is.
Yeah, it looked good. It's not something that I would ever add to my collection, but it looks cool.
Yeah, for sure. Everybody's talking about it. It was Queen Studios that's doing the life-size Hulkbuster. Yeah, it would definitely turn a few heads, Matt.
Yeah.
Anyone laid eyes on Tweeterhead Catwoman in prototype? It's very quiet when it comes to this piece in 6th quarter.
You said Catwoman. He says Wonder Woman.
I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Wonder Woman. I think Jeff's seen it, right? You've seen it in person, haven't you? Maybe not.
No, it was not at Monsterpalooza, but it's extremely likely to be in San Diego. So ask that question in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it'd be a no-brainer if it wasn't there.
So that piece, I like that piece, but the quarter scale is 37 inches. It's a foot taller than anything else I own in quarter scale. The 1/6 scale is 27 inches. So I just don't know how it's going to pair with others from the same scales. But I like it, and the price is nice.
Yeah, it is nice. It's a beautiful piece, I think.
Yeah.
I really want some Shang-Chi statues. The Iron Studios, we talked about on Rogues this week. They're doing a bunch of 10 scale. So you might check out Sideshow. They're up for pre-order right now.
The likenesses were quite good for 110.
They are. I have owned a couple of pieces by PCS, a 1/3 scale Cammy SF, a Street Fighter, and I've owned a 1/4 scale by them. The paint apps can be hit or miss, but they are pretty good. I feel like PCS and Iron Studios sometimes are kind of hit or miss with what they have final outcome,
Yeah, and that's the thing. If that Deja Thoris was only even if it was only 80%, it would make a big difference. I'm not sure if that would be good enough for me.
Yeah, just because of her size, it's going to be more noticeable.
Totally.
The life-size Hulkbuster from Queen Studios spec has it up for pre-order.
What?
How much is it? Yeah, what's the price?
Holy moly.
I want to see the PCS Vampirilla. That's a great piece. I heard they were reworking the heads. Hopefully they show it off at an upcoming con. I bet you'll see it at San Diego.
I hope so. I mean, Sideshow distributes their stuff, but I don't remember seeing a lot of, oh, I do remember seeing some PCS stuff. They had The Rock there.
Okay.
And a few others. So hopefully we will see some.
I could see the trio of the ladies being together.
Well, now it's 4, right? Now
yeah, it is 4.
Yeah.
Who was
you
the
got
4th?
Purgatory. You've got Deja.
Purgatory. That was.
Yeah. So there's 4 of them now.
Yeah. So I could see them doing a little cube of the 4 of them.
Yeah.
I'm very worried about buying any PCF pieces as I got one in once and felt it was the worst statue I've seen. As you could see the seam lines along the hair and many flaws ending up returning. I don't know much about PCS. I feel like they are a company that has improved. I know that there was a lot of issues with them for a while, but I'm real optimistic for them. I hope they do well, and especially if production looks like what Jeff saw, it's a good sign.
Yeah.
I'm not really into 1/10. Yeah, me either. That's the problem. So hopefully Shang-Chi. I just don't know if Shang-Chi was popular enough to warrant a bunch of statues. That's the problem.
Yeah.
It may have been a one-off issue, but I haven't seen any other of their pieces in hand to tell. And I can't speak for that either. I haven't reviewed anything.
I think that the pumpkin head that they had at Monsterpalooza was production, and that looked really good.
Well, good. That's good to hear.
There was a seam.
There you go.
The seam at the neck.
Uh-huh. Lady Tila says, Jeff Delaney, you enabled me to get the 1/4 scale Deja Thoris by Sideshow. So I say go for the 1/3 scale. I'm getting the 1/3 scale too.
You know what? I think anyone who bought the Sideshow Deja Thoris, well done. I mean, it's completely sold out. One of the best statues ever. Will Harbottle, I think, put his all into that piece. It's just a piece of art.
They would pair up cool together if you had a couple different scales, if you wanted to do that.
They would, no doubt.
Just ordered Tila and Hordak on Sideshow sale. Master of the Universe Rabbit Hole, here I come. That line is incredible, guys. The stuff that they're doing on that Master, I think it's only going to get better. There's a lot of really great things coming. Some things that we haven't been shown yet that are coming. So it's exciting. That Skeletor bust is shipping any day now, so that should be exciting. Awesome. It's just a lot of great Masters of the Universe stuff. We actually have a Tila review coming up this week. Lawrence Old Jr. did a guest review for us, so that's been in the can for about a week. I need to get that out to you guys, but it's a great piece as well.
In the meantime, watch the Secret Sanctuary review of Tila.
That's right. You can already watch it. That's right. I can't keep up with all these reviews. It's amazing. Brian L., I have Judge Dredd 1/3 scale PCS older piece. It's amazing. That's great.
Boy, I bet that is cool. 1/3 Judge Dredd. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's really, very cool. Well, we've gone about an hour and a half. Kind of start wrapping things up. Anything else you want to talk about, Jeff?
I don't think so. Just hope everybody has a safe, happy weekend.
That's right. Yeah, enjoy yourself. If you celebrate, be careful, be safe. Don't blow your hand off. That would be bad. You got to have those hands to make sure you put your statues together. So, be smart. And I hope everybody has a great rest of your holiday weekend if you're here in the United States or wherever you celebrate, Canada or wherever, UK. And again, thanks to our international audience. We always appreciate you guys very, very much. And thanks everybody for your great questions and great comments. Thanks everybody for visiting Secret Sanctuary. Again, if you haven't done so, please make sure you do that. That does help him out tremendously. And we want to grow this community as big as we can. So anyway, I really appreciate it. And again, hopefully we'll go live earlier sometimes like this, where we can, hit some collectors that we don't normally get to talk to. So anyway, hopefully you guys appreciated that and enjoyed that. That's why I wanted to go live. So anyway, thanks everybody for watching. Again, stay safe and we'll see you next time in the Batcave.
Happy 4th, everybody.
Bye-bye. Thanks for watching, everybody.